everybody. This is Keith Gleason, host of Indie Comics Relay, creator of the Mighty Mascots, and promoter for the Plastic City Comic Con. And I'm here with another 5 questions with the indie creator segment for the channel. Man, we have not done one of these in a while. We've been trying to. So the reason this series of videos started is because we can only schedule so many people for our live streams. We only do them once every other week, and then sometimes we'll do them weekly when there's like a big glut of indie creators. And it seems like a lot of indie creators kind of do their Kickstarter in like the third quarter of the year. So anywhere from like summer, like August to like November, it's usually really busy with Kickstarters and requests for guests. And so we've had, our calendar is full for like the next weeks, and up until I think Thanksgiving, so it's been going nuts. So, I've offered creators that we couldn't fit on the show these segments where it's actually a good segment because they get featured, you get to know the creator. We feature the Kickstarter and they can use this video to use in their promotional stuff, so it's a win-win for everybody, so this segment, this 5 questions with indie creator, is with our guest Christie Shinn, who has been on our show before. Really cool girl, great creator, fun to talk to, spicy, if you will, spicy language, but yeah, I like her a lot. And she's got a current Kickstarter right now called Demon Bitch. So let's take a quick look at that Kickstarter before we get into the questions. And, check on the video in the description. You'll see the link to her Kickstarter if you want to help her get to her goal. She's 75% of the way there. She's got 16 days to go. I think she's going to hit. I have full faith in her that she's going to get this done. But yeah, it's a fun comic strip. It's Christie Shinn channeling all the stuff she hates about, certain things in the world and, certain kinds of people, things like that. And it's just a fun, it reminds me a lot. I mean, just looking at this image reminds me a lot of Jonan Vasquez's Johnny the Homicidal Maniac, or, Invader Zim, something like that. The artwork looks like that. And the humor is, biting and, and there she is. And, but yeah, this Kickstarter looks great. So definitely check it out. You can get the book. It looks like, let me see. You get the digital for $5, which you can't beat. PDF 5. I'm guessing the book, let me see. Book is signed paperback, $30. Here you go. So yeah, so it's a paperback. It's a whole thing, and there's a ton of different items offered on here. There's other comics you can get. There's just it's fun. So like if you're looking for something humorous, something kind of like biting and dark, this is a thing to check out. And when I think of like indie comics, this is the kind of stuff I really think about. Like these are, to me, this is like indie. This looks like a Cleveland kind of book, something like that. So yeah, so check it out. So awesome, that Kickstarter looks great. So I started off the questions here. I usually say 5 questions, but sometimes I sneak a couple extra in there. So I'm going to start that off right now with the first question. And the first question I asked Christie was your comic series Demon Bitch influenced by any movies, TV, or comics?
Hi, my name is Christie Shinn. I am the creator of Demon Bitch, and I'm currently running a Kickstarter called I Hate You All, and it's running until October 26th. I've been asked some really awesome questions, so let's take a look. Well, when I moved to LA, I remember when Matt Groening moved to LA, and he did his own comic called Life in Hell, which was later featured in the LA Weekly. As a kid, I was a total fan of that comic. So what I did is that I would read it a lot, and I think that's what kind of started it all. And I went into the foray of Korean comics and all these other things as well. And the Korean comics, I did that. That's manhwa. There's manga. We all are familiar with that. And then there's DC and Marvel, the floppies, everything else. And then I went into more and more. I actually like the far side. So to say if Demon Bitch is influenced by anybody, they say sometimes the artwork reminds them of All Real Monsters, but I don't know if it's really like All Real Monsters. It's kind of like my own. I don't really say that I have any specific cartoon or anything that has anything to do with that, but it's pretty cool, so we'll take a look at that.
All right, question number 2. Demon Bitch at its core is a series of comic strips. What qualities make up a good humor strip?
Well, good humor strip, I would say, is essentially you have to have the timing, you have to have the imagery, because it has to convey that timing and the joke or the bit that you have. And I think if people get it, like the thing is, what I've told other people is like, don't go and got my hair fly away as I don't know what's going on, but I think essentially a good humor strip is like you have to kind of look at the situation and read the room, and then go from reading the room and seeing what would be funny. Too many ways is that I've seen people try to be funny and it be at somebody else's expense. And I know that's kind of how it is with Demon Bitch, but I lampoon certain characteristics that people hate in other people. So I think what makes a good quality is that you can read the room, you can pick out what's funny or what people can find commonly funny, and then go from there. And also don't try to make it where you're talking above people's heads. A lot of people think that you have to dumb down things, but in reality you don't. It's just you talk at people's level. But if you assume everybody else is stupid, well, then you're going to have a stupid comic. And even though I make a joke that my comic's stupid, it's like I don't really regard people as stupid. I think that's kind of silly, to be honest.
All right, number 3, is Demon Bitch modeled off anyone in real life? I'm curious about the answer to this one.
Well, that itself isn't a complex question. That in itself is a complex question, as I said. The complex question is when people say that to me, I have to laugh because in a way it is. It's reminded me of people I used to know or people that I hung out with or people that I've observed on the internet and offline. Now the thing is that a lot of these people, like when you look back at them, their personality types aren't really that differentiation or special, and usually these are the people that run around screaming how everybody else is basic and boring when they themselves do the same old silly stupid things. So there you go.
All right, number 4, what was your biggest challenge as a writer bringing these strips to life?
I think mostly with these strips, I didn't have a problem bringing it to life. I just kind of got, if something angered me or made me laugh or made me kind of think, oh, that's kind of stupid, it just kind of comes out. It's like a big go. It's a big picture, and then I just do it. So I would say that the challenge is sometimes I just don't feel it. But of course, I'm not going to say to you, oh, well, because I don't feel it, is I'm not going to do it. Well, I'm not going to do it if I don't feel it. But at the same time, it's like I also trust myself to like do it when I'm supposed to. And usually when it happens, it's like bam, 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 bam. But I do a bunch of it so I don't have to worry about it for a while. So I kind of ease into that, my hustle and flow about that, and go from there.
All right, 5, what kind of advice would you give a comic creator about making comic books or comic strips?
Really, in all honesty, just do them. I've seen too many people. Now, there's a process of actually thinking it through, which everybody's kind of different, which is fine. But I've had people call me up and tell me, well, I don't know about this, I don't know about that, and, I have to really overthink this and that. It's just do it. It's either going to suck or it's going to be good or it's going to be okay. And then take what you've already put out and just put it out there, like improve upon it. But what I can't stand is somebody really overthinking their work. I mean, yes, you do need to do planning. As a fellow overthinker, I understand that. And I've got funky hair, so this is my method of overthinking. But the overthinking about that is that I'm kind of at this point now. Advice, just don't try to overthink it. Like, yeah, do your outline, do whichever you need to do creatively to get it done. Hey, Spam, hold on, I gotta go hold this little stupid bugger or else he's gonna be a toddler all day. So if you are overthinking things, my recommendation is don't. Just put it on paper. If it sucks ass, just go and do it again. Just keep refining it. Just saw away at it or pare away at it. You're going to be fine. Nobody's going to kill you if you put it down and it sucks initially. You just kind of work it out.
All right, and this is a fun bonus question, number 6. What are some of your favorite demon
Well, I don't know
characters
about
of
that.
all time?
There's a lot of, I like a lot of things. I think demons, it's weird. I don't have a specific ones. I know there's Lucifer Morningstar in the Neil Gaiman series, like with the Sandman series. It's tied in with the Sandman series. Uh, I don't really think of any demonic characters. I guess Hellboy would be another one. I mean, I read a lot of stuff, so it's like it's kind of like in the wayside once I read it, and I do remember it. But as Gandalf once said, you know, the person's memory is like a lumberyard. You're gonna have to dig to find it. Um, I took the 13th Pit of Hell because I remember reading about Dante's Inferno, how he had to go through the different levels of hell. And I said 13 because it's like, oh, bad luck in this country. So it's kind of one of those things. I take simple things, and if they put together in my head randomly, I'll do it. Um, Preacher was really good. They did have demonic characters. I can't think of any in the thing, but that would be pretty much it.
And finally, number 7, please give us your quick 2-sentence elevator pitch
Well, she's a
for
low-level demon from
Demon
the 13th
Bitch.
Pit of Hell, where
Go.
people throw their dog crap in gum wrappers, and she wants to bring the second coming of Armageddon, but the first one never happened because she is a stupid asshole. So there you go. That's it. I want to thank you guys for your time. Thank you, Keith, and I will see you later. Please support the Kickstarter. It's going on till the 26th, and as of this time of the recording, it is at 75% funded, so please continue while I have to deal with this toddler cat. Thank you.
All right. So that was great. Christy did a great job, as I knew she would. And yeah, so check out the Kickstarter. Like I said earlier, the link for her Kickstarter is below in the link for or in the description of the video. And you know, have a great week, share, everybody. Subscribe, read some comics, and we will talk to you later. All right. Bye.